What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and I am not very excited to be bringing you this news today, even though it's something that I said I thought would happen. A couple weeks ago, I made a video, basically right after Rise of Skywalker, titled "The Future of Star Wars is the Past," and I will link that video in the description below, but I talked about what I thought they would do, and what I thought that Star Wars would do, and what Lucasfilm would do, since they have ruined all the legacy characters from the original trilogy and prequel era, basically. I said that I thought that they were going to go back to another time in Star Wars where we have some characters that are still honored and still respected and still loved by a lot of people. Not just fans of the expanded universe, but Star Wars fans in general, and that is Revan. And that's what I said I thought they would do. And unfortunately, there's news have been creeping out over the past several weeks, and I've been reporting on it, where it came out and they said, oh, it sounds like there might be a Disney Plus show and a movie in the works. We talked about that. Well, now we have here a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic sequel is reportedly in the works at EA. And when you look into it, sequel might not be quite the best way to describe it. Now, a lot of different places picked this up, but where it started was actually Cineflix, or Cinelinx, and Jordan Mason. Now, he made a tweet that we're going to look at a couple days ago as well in regards to a video game. Now, here is what he says. Time to dust off an old scoop that we've heard word of a Knights of the Old Republic game remake/sequel. Remake/sequel, those are the important words there, maybe in the works. And then he talks about how this has been rumored for a long time, whether a KOTOR movie, a KOTOR game. So many things have been rumored about Knights of the Old Republic because a lot of people are interested in that era because it is so well respected and well loved. Unexpectedly, I heard an update from two independent sources, different from ones who'd given me the prior information, and one of whom helped me confirm our Ewan McGregor scoop from last year. This came out of the blue and caught me by surprise, which is the main reason I'm updating now. KOTOR. According to one, the previously mentioned Knights of the Old Republic remake is back in development. My other source added to that, saying they felt it wasn't so much of a remake, but a sequel of sorts. It would be a Knights of the Old Republic project that would integrate elements from the first two games in order to bring certain things into current Star Wars canon. Not necessarily a remake, so much as a reimagining. Now, there might be some people that are excited about that. I'm not one of them. Like I've said so many times, Revan is such a loved character. KOTOR really captured lightning in a bottle. What an incredible game that was. They came out with the sequel the very next year, KOTOR 2, which was also a great game with great characters. In 2012, Disney bought Star Wars, and in 2014, they decided to throw away the expanded universe and all these great characters that came with it. And again, what I said I thought they were going to do, now that they have used and abused the goodwill from all of the legacy characters from the movies, now they're going to go back into the expanded universe and pick and choose these characters to now use and abuse and bastardize. And based on this report, I think there's a really good chance of that happening. And we'll continue on. I've heard EA has a bunch of Star Wars projects in various stages of work at this point. From the Jedi Fallen Order sequels to Project Luminous tie-in to something on the Switch, there's a lot going on. And talking more about EA. Now, when he's talking about the Project Luminous tie-in, when I first heard about this, I thought, well, maybe this is it. Because if you look at what Jordan tweeted the other day, don't have any tangible info on it, but seems like that Project Luminous video game from that report earlier this month is real. Timing is different than reported and is not the start of the overall project. Still cool to have more #Star Wars games. Now, when I first heard this news break today that other people are saying that it seems like there's going to be a KOTOR remake/sequel in the works, I thought maybe they're going to do this. Maybe they're going to try to tie it into Project Luminous, which is rumored to be the Old Republic project that they're working on with games. Starting with the game with a bunch of comics and books as well as movies. Now that we have also talked about, that came from this Hungarian site, Zero, that is one of the first ones to break all this. And then Jason Ward has also come up with independent sources saying pretty similar things. But like it says here, our informant said that the new connected multi-platform story would be set 300 to 400 years before the Skywalker saga. The plot would involve a group of Jedi setting out to unknown regions, all of this stuff. As far as we know, these stories would be separate but also connected, similar to the MCU. Although Project Luminous is said to be launched in 2020, with supposedly an update coming at the end of January, which we are very close to that, our informant said the first product will be a video game in 2021, but could provide no information about its content and its developers. So, if they're supposed to launch a video game in 2021 or thereabouts, you need to get it in production pretty darn quick to make sure that it was ready for launch in 2021. Now, as Jordan said, it's not necessarily the start of the overall project, just like he's saying here, but he has also heard about this Project Luminous and this video game associated with it. Based on what he's saying, it appears those are separate. So we might have two things in the works: a video game for Project Luminous and a KOTOR remake/sequel. Now, as far as the other stuff, we also talked about this. This is all going to tie in. They're trying to make it big. So not only are you going to see a video game with a remake of Revan and Bastila, but you are likely, based on these reports, to see a TV series and a movie. This Fandom Wire article came out about a week ago talking about how they were going to do a KOTOR series and a KOTOR movie. And then, of course, we went over these leaks on 4chan about saying something very similar weeks before. Weeks before all the reports came out from the media, we had somebody on 4chan, which, hey, 4chan is 4chan, just like Reddit. There's a million things posted there every day. Some of them are not true at all. Some of them are legit leaks. But this seems to match up, and if you look at the very bottom line of this, Disney wants to adapt MMO, so a game, to future movies to tie in with game in a corporate synergy move with EA. And like these reports say, this KOTOR series is rumored to be made by EA. So when you put all of these things together, it does seem fairly likely that a lot of what people are saying about this Knights of the Old Republic sequel/remake are very true. Now, whether it's going to be set in the same era, 4,000 years before, whether it could tie in more with this High Republic, it's yet to be seen. However, they do need to be very careful. They can't put someone like Darth Revan, if they're going to say he's a Sith Lord, they can't put someone like that within 1,000 years because the Sith have been extinct for a millennia, right? I mean, Star Wars couldn't contradict canon that much, could it? I'd hope not. Again, that's something that basically everyone that has watched the prequels understands and knows, that the Jedi thought the Sith were extinct for millennia. So you can't very well do something like that set 300 to 400 years before. But we'll see. It's not like continuity matters all that much to these people. So even though I have been talking about this and kind of expecting it, it's not something that makes me happy. Like I said, I don't want them to touch Revan. I don't want them to touch any of the characters from the expanded universe. They're just going to use them for their name. They're going to change their stories to fit their narrative. And, it's just more of the same, unfortunately. And I had someone in my comment section say something to the effect of, oh, Ryan says he wants more EU to be in Star Wars, then complains when they rip something off. Listen, I would have loved for Star Wars in 2014, for Lucasfilm, to decide to stay with the expanded universe and make those stories. But once you threw it away and started making your own stuff, do not touch the expanded universe. Don't touch what you threw away. The stuff that is so cherished by so many people. Revan is a fan favorite, not just of the expanded universe, of Star Wars. There's some people that haven't read any expanded universe books or comics or anything like that, but they know who Revan is, and they love and appreciate KOTOR and love and appreciate the character of Revan. And you're banking on that nostalgia, in my opinion, is probably what they're going to do. They're going to try to bank on that nostalgia to get people in, to draw people in, and then they're just going to give us the same crap they always do. So personally, I don't want them anywhere close to this, but that's just me. I want to know what you guys think about this rumor, about a possible KOTOR sequel/remake. And I do think it's very important that /remake is there, because I think we all know what they would do. Like I said, taking elements from the first two games to combine them. I do personally think it would be to tie in with this rumored Disney Plus series and movie. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video out there, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.